Down Minneapolis. The NBA. With Chris is Kevin Hart. This homestand ends here for the Timberwolves as they get ready. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
It seems like it's all coming together, guys. The coaching staff has gotten through this thing when the entire roster is on the same page.
It sure is, Greg. I mean, you've been on teams like that where everything is running smoothly. We knew that was the potential of this team, so they're living up to it and performing at a remarkably high level.
So the next starting five. We've got Brook Lopez, Mayo out there with Jared Jack, then it's Young, and it's Bogdanovich in at the three. Now here's Freak, and off the prime, and in it goes. Collins has got 5 now.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Good on the shot.
Right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores.
Loose. Mayo kicks to Jack. To the left wing. Here's Bogdanovich. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seem to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Towns with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And a wide open look for Freak. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Just like you draw it up before you come out.
And Jack, here we go. Misses from short range. And the Timberwolves with possession. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. And he gets the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Shoots from the baseline. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense. Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And the dunk by Towns.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Jack's shot is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Offensive rebound. Towns. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Now let's take a moment to give you guys take on the scoring zone for the Timberwolves.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Gorgie Dames.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Freak number 1.
You know, they typically don't make the highlight reel free throw. They do make a difference as to carry them. I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back. And as a result, they eventually pulled away.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
And it's back iron.
Pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Collins. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And that's 15 points for Freak.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better, he's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Spates.
And that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage. They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Out to the right wing, and Bayless kicks to Spates, and stolen by Pekovic.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves dancers.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
The athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Towns is out there with Gorgie Dang. And it's Collins in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks got the job done. He ended with 31 points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high. 8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Over the last month, let's see, Kevin, where the Timberwolves stand in the league ranking. First in steals, first in field goal percentage, and they're also number 1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
Here's Jack following the basket by Freak. And the foul called on Freak. So as we conclude the first half,
All right, target center coming out of the court now.
as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, Young is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Jared Jack. Then it's Mayo. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Young. Over to the wing. Here's the floater. Wiggins with the rebound.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his third foul so far. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And Jack kicks to Lopez. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Collins, and he lays it straight in. Collins has got 4 points in the quarter.
My goodness, what a move. He left the defender in the dust.
Just glided in for the finish as smooth as a soaring eagle.
Poked loose and stolen by Freak. All alone.
You guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
Been a nice game here for Young. 9 points. He's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Brook Lopez. The Timberwolves gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Now here's Mayo. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And Jack, here we go. Nice D from Collins.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. And that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Wiggins dishes to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
All right, target setter coming up.
I think Doris waiting for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. Young was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach emphasized getting him as many tools as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Minnesota making a switch. Rubio's checked in. Just 4 to shoot. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Lopez has got his second bucket.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Chang, the pass to Collins. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Shot by Collins, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Smith drives in. Lopez kicks to Young. Rubio with the rebound.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the green is probably not the best option on that shot.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
Now here's Mayo. And the foul called on Freak. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. And then for Brooklyn, Spates checked in for Lopez. Jones comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Jared Bayless subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Here's Collins. After the basket by Brooklyn, from the bucket.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Bayless dishes to Jones. He kicks it to Bayless. Nets passing it around. Jones sets the pick for Smith. The feed to Jones. Rebound, Minnesota. Collins has got his third rebound tonight. Back to Wiggins. Here's Pekovic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got assist number 5 here tonight. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Dishes to Smith. Here is Bayless. He's guarded by Collins. No good from space. Minnesota's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Now here's Freak. It's up a 3. And no good.
All right, target setter.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens. They're on the floor for the Nets. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Collins, he's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Ramon Sessions. Gary Neal is out there with David Lee. And it's Rowe in at the 4th. So that's the Timberwolves 5. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. They double him with Freak. Mayo drives in. A beautiful reverse layup.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Collins, good.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Lopez kicks to Young. Jack against Sessions. That one goes. Count. 6 points now for Jack. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting.
Move the ball.
There's the screen. Pass to Rowe. The dish now to Collins. Fades back. Jack with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Ramon Sessions on the assist by Freak. Sessions has got 7 now in this quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Okay, you know what?
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Collins has got 48.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on him with the triple.
And Ramon Sessions again.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Minnesota.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
In a one-sided season series, this has been. I mean, in the final game of the year between these two teams, they do everything necessary to finish up with a 2-0 record against the Nets.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Jack following the basket by Freak. Mayo, that's good.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Now here's Freak. Screen by Lee. Knocked away. It's stolen by Mayo. One-on-one fast break. And again, Thaddeus Young.
such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Jordan player of the game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points. Shaq, what'd you think?
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11. And the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Thanks for joining us, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the